Years ago, what, 80s, end of the 80s, early 90s, worked in a club called Lucky's. And when I was at Lucky's, some girl came in and told me to go down to a club called Bootleggers, where I met my mate Mickey, yeah? Went into Bootleggers, went down the stairs along with his white sofas, all his birds sitting on prostitutes, yeah, waiting for guys to come up and pick them up. Nice, I mean, pretty girls, man. Really, really pretty. But anyway, goes in the club, met my mate Mickey. He's at the bar with his sleeves up here, like Miami Vice, blondie hair. Yeah, and you know, nice guy. And then I'm sort of talking to this girl, and she said, "Do you want to dance?" Got on a dance floor, started dancing, and mate, I couldn't believe it. I bumped into this guy called Micky Morris, yeah? Micky Morris, good fighter, could really fight, mate, good boxer. And I'm talking to Mick, and he's looking at me a bit funny. But I ain't been down Bootleggers ever before, but he's looking at me a bit weird. And all of a sudden, bosh, he's dancing, crash, on the floor, drops a big handgun, yeah? I went, I couldn't believe it, you know what I mean? Picked it up and put it in his pocket, looked at me, laughed, and walked out, yeah? So I walked over to him, I said, what's all that gun thing about, mate? He went, hello, Ray. He said, I can recognise you, know. How you been? I went, all right, Mick, what are you up to? He went, no, I'm just, you know, just doing my thing. He said, I carry this around. I've got a bit of a problem with some big family, and I'm carrying this around for my own protection. I said, all right, Mick. And like, it's a big old story. Me and Mick go back a long time, you know what I mean? Because when I was in Maidstone, in the early 80s, mid 80s, 85s, 86s, around that area, 87s, I met Mickey in Maidstone. He was in the same wing as me, World Wing, and every night, evening time, everybody used to rush to the television room to watch EastEnders. EastEnders hadn't been out very long, about 85, 86 at times. It ain't been out very long, but everybody got into this EastEnders. It was crazy on it. The fucking television room was packed with people. I hated it, yeah, anyway. But I met Mickey in Maidstone. Mickey was really good. I mean, I used to go down the gym, and I see Mickey on a bag, and I see him having a couple of rounds with my mate, what you call it, Billy Blundell, and him and Bill. I mean, I've seen Billy Blundell and Micky Morris have wars on the floor, yeah, on the gym floor, and we're about real wars, you know what I mean, and punching each other to death. And he could have a fight, Micky Morris, mate. He could really march on, a good boxer. I think he won the ABAs, I'm not quite sure, yeah, but he was a good boxer. And Billy Blundell, I mean, Bill was a fantastic fighter. Bill used to lose a lot of uppercuts, bang, and come across, yeah. And I see him, as I say, there was always boxing on the floor. You know, not always, but when I used to go sometimes there with Ricky Curley, and me and Ricky Curley would have a bash about on the floor. You see Micky Morris and Billy Blundell also having a little tear up, but I'm on about a tear up. And so me and Ricky Curley would stand back and watch it, you know, and no one had ever been the better of them two. They wouldn't give in, you know, and after Mickey would sort of like Micky Morris would walk out, not talk to Bill at all, you know. And Micky Morris had his own people walking around the yard with. Billy Blundell had his own people walking around the yard with. But it was a bit strange, you know what I mean? When I see Billy Hayward, you never see him talk to Billy Blundell. I never seen him to really kick it off. They was always separated. Ricky Curley always talked to Billy Blundell. Ricky Curley was quite close with Billy Blundell. There was a few, and Vicky Dart also used to talk to Billy Blundell. Vicky Dart was quite close to Vic, to Billy Blundell rather. And, you know, I like Bill. I like Billy Blundell a lot, you know. Billy Blundell taught me a lot. Taught me a lot, not just about boxing, taught me a lot about life, yeah. And yeah, I loved him, man. I loved him. It was a shame that he died, you know what I mean? Because the guy was a really, really hard, respected man at that time, yeah. And anyway, but Micky Morris, I mean, to come out of prison and go to block bootleggers and bump into him like that, and all of a sudden a big gun drops on the floor. You know what I mean? And Micky Morris was a really, really dangerous guy. Yeah, he worked with a big company for quite some time, and then all of a sudden the big company turned on him. That's what I was told. Whether or not it's true, I don't know. But he ain't walking about with a gun for nothing. You know what I mean? And anyway, this is only a little bit about really about him. But I mean, he was such a nice fella, Micky Morris. Really nice guy. As I said, mad on EastEnders, crazy on EastEnders. Him, David Fraser, Patrick Fraser. Even what's it called? The Harris. You had Doug and Harris. You had Dennis Harris. Them two was there. They was mad on football, even though they couldn't play football. Dennis and Duggan, I think it was Duggan, they used to fight on the football field, murder them two, like brothers, but always fight, always arguing. I mean, there's always shouting about their football. You know, they love football, mate. Dennis and Doug. I think it was Duke or Duggan, I'm not quite sure. But I get mixed up with the names, yeah. But they used to love football. Really love football, and there's always screaming and shouting. In the television room, they go crazy, and they take over the television room, even though there was a lot of faces there. I mean, Pat Adams was there then. Pat, sweet man. He was, I like Pat. I mean, Pat, I respect him big time for when he come down to my cell in Maidstone, and he was going, Pat, I think he was going, and he come down, he gave me about 20 pair of socks, 10 pairs of loads of socks, and different bits and pieces, you know what I mean? I was very quiet, you know, I was quite, I only mucked about with a few people. Now and again I talked to Pat, I didn't really talk to Pat that much. I talked to Billy a lot, Billy Blundell a lot. Ricky Curley, always, me and Ricky Curley was always together, always walking around the yard, we was always in the gym. I'm on about really, me and him was, fighting, 7 days, about 4 days a week, me and him fighting in the ring, boxing. We didn't, not in the ring, but on the floor, on the gym floor. Yeah, man, Ricky Curley used to bash me up. I'll be watching, mate. He used to smash my shoulders to pieces, Ricky Curley, mate. He used to smash my shoulders. I mean, we never used to go for the face, much as such, really, but we used to hit each other's shoulders. And he was so fast, and he could really bang. He used to do my shoulders, mate, something. And one day he hurt my shoulders so much that when we got in a clinch, I went, whoop! I give him an uppercut, mate, nearly knocked his head off. He went, oh, enough, mate, enough. Nearly knocked his head. He really hurt me, Ricky Curley. He really hurt me. But Geezer's a nice geezer. He's done some naughty things in his life, but he's a nice, respected guy, yeah. But it's about my mate Micky Morris. He wasn't my mate as such, but he's a nice guy. And I just remembered him from years back, yeah. And I was just talking about people in Maidstone prison, and his name cropped up, but not by me, by someone else. And I thought, all this time I've been doing his podcasts and videos and whatnot have you, I've never once mentioned his name, yeah. And I thought to myself, crikey, it's not I mentioned it, it's you forget names, yeah, you forget people, you know their faces and you forget their names. It's the same as a load of people in Maidstone that I went up with, in Albany as well, and also Chelmsford, faces that I forget their names, yeah, but always the faces are there, and it's nothing worse than forgetting the names, yeah. Yeah, but as I say, Micky Morris, I'm not quite sure if I was in Albany with Micky Morris. I'm not quite sure. If I was, he was in another wing. Someone said he was in Albany, but I can't remember seeing him. But as I say, I see him in Maidstone, and there's a lot of people out there who know Micky Morris. He's from North London. He could have a right scrap, Mick. He could really march on, mate. He was good with his hands, yeah. Mick, and big respect. As I said before, I think he won the ABAs. But this is just regards to him, And if you're watching my video, Mick, give us a comment, mate. Yeah. Anyway, this is Bang Bang Rail. Please press the like button and subscribe. Nice one, boy.